Yesterday, the sun rose on a new event that we've seen here in Final Fantasy XIV, known as the Rising. And as the sun rises here on Ul'dah, we had the opportunity to show this off, and I want to thank everyone for coming to support it thus far. And of course, we would certainly encourage you to not only experience these events here in game, but many more as well. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthew back with you here at Novar Autism for another edition of the Tales of Eorzea vlog here on Final Fantasy XIV's Exodus server. So, I'm here with Corinne Loren, leader of Tales of Eorzea here in Ul'dah, and we've had the opportunity to take the Rising event with her as well. It certainly was quite a unique event to embark upon, was this year's edition of the Rising. It can't compare with the one from last year, though, where you actually got to meet the avatars created by the members of the Final Fantasy XIV development team. But the fact that they created this little story that you could be a part of, even if you weren't even actually able to play the original Final Fantasy XIV yourself, it really gave you the opportunity to appreciate how they chose to close the original Final Fantasy XIV and lead to the story that now exists within both A Realm Reborn and Heavensward as well. So having the opportunity to show that off yesterday with one of our Tales of Eorzea members, Rika Sasaki, was a great opportunity for me to show that for you guys. Yeah, I was torn between her or Corinne to do that, but once I saw that the members of the Crystal Caravan already had 2 Alazin in their troop, it felt like, nah, we don't need a third in that, so we'll give the reins to Rika for that one. But yeah, that was definitely a fun event, and I hope that if you haven't had the opportunity to do so, and I've certainly been encouraging members of the free company who have been on to do it themselves, because it is worth their while to get to experience it for themselves. And speaking of members of the free company, I talked about last week how we had a free company member join us that was a regular viewer of our vlog and of this particular YouTube channel. Well, not hours after that happened, after the recent vlog went up from last week, another person did the same thing. And so we have now another member of our free company who's also a viewer of the channel. And that was Nitius Darkmoon, who has joined our free company as of last week. And so as a result of that, we now have not only Nitius, who is a regular member of the viewership of the channel, but also Lady Cynthia, her sister Lena Kamori, and Ager Lionheart, among those who can claim to be not only viewers of this vlog, but also members of our free company, which shows that the desire to express interest in having this vlog also serve as a recruitment, be used for recruitment, is really great. And obviously, we're starting to see the dividends. We're starting to see that pay off. What I've really found amazing about our 2 newest members, Nitius and Ager, is the fact that both of them were so inspired by not only this vlog, but also by the Let's Plays that I've done so far of Final Fantasy XIV, that they've wanted to follow in my footsteps, basically, and main the game as a Dragoon. Which, that's really cool, and I'm glad that we get to see that being utilized here. And even Lady Cynthia has expressed interest that she too wants to start going in the direction of becoming a Dragoon herself, even though her main is a Bard. Even though her main is a Bard, she really wants to become more of a Dragoon. And so, I guess I should be proud that I have people who are not only playing this game that are viewers of the channel, but also want to follow in my footsteps. But that, of course, does not mean that we want to limit ourselves to people who just want to main as Dragoon. Of course, we also want people who are going to come into our free company that are going to be part of it and play in other capacities as well, like tanks and healers, because those are always important as well, and you can't have a proper party without tanks and healers, because they're just as important as the DPS is. So yeah, even though we are getting a lot of people who are wanting to come in now and who are wanting to follow in the footsteps of Corinne Loren and Matthias Griffin over in my other server. Like, that's really great, but we also don't want to take the other roles for granted as well. So it's very important that we ensure that our free company's roster is as well-rounded as possible whenever we're going to help each other out in dungeons and that sort of thing, which is why Corinne already has a level 60 tank and a level 60 healer, so that way she can assist the free company members who want to follow her in her footsteps in any way that she can. So it's very important that she's able to do that. I'm glad we're able to assist our free company members in that regard. So we've also been fortunate to have free company members who are, even though they're not in game right now, they do remain in contact with us on Facebook. So we know that they are still active within our free company, even though they can't be with us in game. So we certainly are grateful that they continue to show their support for us, and we are definitely grateful that we are going to be knowing that someday that they will be returning to us. It's definitely something that we all appreciate, that we know that we have not only great members, but also great friends as well, and that's what has really been such a great experience for everyone here at Tales of Eorzea, and it's something that I keep talking about a lot, and it's something that I always am so grateful that people appreciate. So I think that'll do it for this edition of the Tales of Eorzea vlog. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching. And don't forget that if you have a character here on Exodus that you want to come join our free company, or if you're just looking to create a character on Exodus, we would love to have you in our free company, because as we've had the opportunity to show already, we have quite a few people who are viewers of the channel who have come to join us, and we'd certainly love to add you to our wonderful family. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, from here in Ul'dah at the home of the Rising, this is Matthew with Navarro Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.